All right, Ian. No Tales from the Game Store, unfortunately.
No.
We can't do the T-shirt until it comes back regularly. By the way, people are clamoring for it. But
I mean, or the shirt could just sell on its own without it coming back.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. Tales from the Crypt, Ian? Okay. But we have a Patreon, though. We have a Patreon, Ian.
We do. You go to patreon.com/CU podcast.
And what can you do there, Ian, besides Google Hangout with you once a month?
Oh, I do some write-ins.
Some reading and writings?
Reading and writings, and you can vote on a poll for a topic that we will cover every Tuesday.
Tuesday. 2 for Tuesday. All right, in third place, what type of museums would take retro game donations? 13%. We got to cover that topic eventually. We just have to cover that as its own. Will Nintendo ever have a dedicated handheld console again? 30%. And number one, Ian, with the bullet. Most tantalizing video game power-up. Ian, what to you is the most tantalizing video game power-up? I guess that you would want?
I don't know about specifically, but I will say, and I can go into why, as a game as a whole, Bubble Bobble has the best point items and power-ups. I guess they're bonus items that you can get. You can get martinis. You can get fruit. You can get cake.
Cake? Yeah. Just fruit, right? Yeah, like grapes and stuff. Yeah.
The cocktails, though, are really what gets me going. I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever noticed that, but there's cocktail glasses.
But those aren't power-ups, though, really. The only power-up in the game is the super bubble where you fly around to people.
Sure. They look great. Kirby's Dream Land also has really tantalizing power-ups. You've got big juicy tomatoes, and then you get cake as well. You get the big lollipop for your invincibility.
But you have to engorge yourself on your enemies to get those power-ups, right? Is that something you can take on? Would you want to eat things?
No, you can just pick those up. The tomatoes are just there.
Okay.
The suckers are just there.
Let's talk about the eating though right now.
Okay.
If you had to eat something, another living thing, what would be your line where you're like, okay, this is worth eating someone. I can now fly around or something. You have to eat a breathing thing in order to get a power-up. What would be worth it for you to do that? That you know that you just ate something.
This question seems ill thought out, but I have no idea.
It's not ill thought out. We're now going there. Because if I ate something and all of a sudden I can like shoot stars out and like kill things and become a superhero, that might be worth eating something to do that. It might be worth it. But I can always spit them out and they can dissipate and be gone from my belly. We went to a dark area, but that's Kirby. I mean, we're not making this up. That's how Kirby works, though.
I just wanted to talk about the tomatoes and the lollipop.
Did we go to a dark place?
Yeah, we did. You went someplace very dark.
I didn't expect to go there, but Kirby's is a homicidal maniac with power-ups.
But one power-up that makes me always want something food-related is the ice cream cones and the cakes from DuckTales.
Can we stay away from the point food, Ian? Can we talk about power-ups?
It's the same thing. You're really trying to mince fine hairs here.
That's not a fine hair.
And those aren't points. Those give you health. That's a power-up.
Oh wow, that's a pickup. That's not a power up, Ian. Power up is invigorating your soul and giving you more power to me. So to me, a power up is Mario's mushroom.
Okay.
That to me, is that tantalizing to you?
No.
To grow in stature, be able to stomp on enemies easier than if you get shot, maybe you just go back to your normal self.
It doesn't look like a tasty mushroom. That's my problem.
It's not a tasty mushroom?
No, it doesn't look very good at all. It's spotty, it's questionable, it may have fun effects, but I don't believe it would actually be very tasty.
How about being able to do like quad damage from Quake? You want to be able to like punch someone and like their head explodes? Is that tantalizing to you? You want that power?
I think by tantalizing, we're talking about the ones that you would eat. The ones that...
No, this has nothing to do with food.
That's actually
That's not what tantalizing means.
What is the most tantalizing power-up? What is the most delicious-looking power-up?
Oh, okay. I got to look up tantalizing now on fucking Webster to tell you what it means. Tormenting or teasing with the sight of or promise of something unobtainable. That has nothing to do with food, Ian.
People talk about how food is tantalizing all the time.
Oh my God, you made it into food, Ian. You made this into food.
Of course I did.
Okay, how about? All right, now I gotta think of ones from Super Mario Brothers or something. So you're out. Is there anything? Okay, I'll just put it this way, Ian. Is there anything non-food related that would be tantalizing to you as a power-up?
No.
A frog suit from Super Mario 3, be able to swim around easier?
No.
A hammer for Donkey Kong, you can smash stuff?
No.
As a maniac?
No.
It's all food.
It's all food.
Is the power pellet from Pac-Man count? Is that technically food?
I actually do kind of. I've always been kind of curious as to what it would taste like. I'm guessing,
oh my fucking god!
I'm
It's
guessing
all food
probably
here.
a Nilla wafer. Probably a Nilla wafer.
All right, so we're not talking about like being able to like rip someone's spinal cord out, do a
I mean,
fatality.
if you want to, you can.
I'm just trying to go out there and decide something other than food. Something that give you more power as an individual, be able to defeat a monster. And you're thinking, I want to eat an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
That's your power. But you can do that in real life. You can eat and drink these things.
Which of these power-ups is one that always you looked at and you're like, I want to put that in my mouth? And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of power-ups out there.
This could have been just, what are Ian's favorite food items? And it could have been the same question.
No,
Do I have to apologize to the patrons now? I think this went in a direction I don't know if they wanted to go. I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna care too much, Pat.
Okay. What was I going to think of now? Holy shit, this is hysterical. What power-up would I want here? Well, going back to the easy one, if you grew in double in height in Super Mario Brothers, I'd be able to play basketball.
I feel like that would hurt the bones a lot.
Well, no, it's proportionate. He doesn't. He's not just skinny. He's girthy. Big Mario. He's a girthy. He fills out. He fills out.
All right.
You know, he's like Andre the Giant. He fills out a bit. You know, this is a thing. This is a thing. My ex said, I said to my ex one time, because my ex was like just 2 inches short, 3 inches short. I said, what if I was like 6'2", instead of being like 5'10"? And she was like, yeah. So if I was like, you know, Mario height, that could help in certain areas. Super Mario height. How tall is Super Mario though? Is he like 5'5", and then when he's Mini Mario, he's like 3'4" or so? Was there an official stat on that?
We're looking.
We're looking on it.
5 feet 1 inch. 5 foot 1 inch.
That's official. That says tall Mario.
This is apparently how they scienced it out.
They scienced it out with the pixels.
Yeah, that's
That was like a
what it seems
Vsauce
like.
thing. It sounds like. Well, there's Mario behind you, and to me that's Mini Mario, the one behind you. He's like 3.5 feet tall. There. Anything from Mario Kart? You want like a spiny shell that someone you hate that's successful, you can just like toss it and it obliterates them across the world? No, that wouldn't be a cool power up to have.
Yeah, Mario's 5 feet, 15 squares tall. Each square is about 4 inches.
Did you ignore what I just said? No.
Sorry, we were trying to figure out that as well.
You don't want something like that? Something like so outlandish? We're dealing with cocktails and cake. Really, Ian? Are you hungry, Ian?
Rosalina is like twice as tall as
Do
Mario.
you need a Flex Pro meal right now? FlexPromeals.com. Use promo code CU Podcast. Save 20%.
No, I'm gonna eat after I leave.
Okay. All right. This threw me off. Now I'm thinking of power-ups. You don't want fireballs at least? You don't want to be able to like toss fireballs at things?
No. I wanted to know what power up looked the most appealing.
Oh my God. That wasn't the question. Okay then. Well,
We're just gonna lose Patreon subscribers like
Patreon.com/CU Podcast, and Ian can in the future answer questions about what he wants to put in his mouth.